Diggity boom, what you do to me? It's so new to me.
Hello, everyone. Josh here. Normally, we would have a selection episode for Hot Diggity Dog where we would pick from one of 4 films and we would set you up for the episode over on Patreon. However, because it is Matreon month, we are foregoing the selection process since this episode was picked by one of our Patreon supporters, and we are just providing you with a clip of the episode instead to wet your whistle a little bit and hopefully encourage you to head over to patreon.com/predictocast and sign up to hear the entire episode. And this is a really good one. So without further ado, enjoy this short clip from our Patreon exclusive episode on Firehouse Dog.
Hot dog!
So I find it weird that, like, speaking of the character who died in the fire. So Mark, Shane's uncle, Cap's brother, he died in the fire. Maybe his dog died too. We don't technically know. I think that's what's implied. But like every other, like when they have that picnic later, like all the other firefighters are giving them a lot of shit. And it's like, was Mark the one thing holding this place together? Like, you're going to be shut down because that one guy died, and now you're just you're all terrible firefighters.
Or were they always bad, and like Mark was a terrible leader? But like, what is the idea of this?
They should get better now that he's dead.
Here's the thing: like I wrote down, like downtown, which is the mayor's office or whatever, is worried that it's a bad fire station. What does that mean? Like,
well, if everything has burned around them and they've done poorly putting out the fires, then I mean, I guess I could understand why they would think that it's a bad fire station.
But it's never about that. They never say like, they act like you're a bunch of incompetents, but they never say like you've failed to put out the fire. They're never blamed for the fires in their area. It just mentioned like, well, there's less buildings for you to protect. We probably don't need you. It's like they're a franchise for McDonald's that is just not pulling enough people in.
Yeah,
and they treat it like, and then when they get better press, they act like, okay, now you're bringing your money in, except if they're fucking a fire station.
Yeah, it's not like a money making operation. Like, we are trying to prevent people from dying and prevent loss of property. Like, we're not selling Big Macs. Like, it's not like it's. I mean, again, they have a big board at downtown, and it's like, well, they've put out 50 fires in the last week. They're moving on up.
Like it's like, do they, like, when they put the fire out, do they not get like experience points and gold at the end of it? Like, they're not making the fucking money. What is going? Like, what is the metric? Either it's like, honestly, firehouses are like cell phone towers. You put them in a place because the radius around it. But yet they act like, when a fire comes out, all the fire stations go there.
Yeah.
And whoever gets there first gets the points. That's not how firefighting works.
Doesn't matter. So does that mean like that other fire stations got to the fires in their precinct before them and still couldn't put them out?
I don't understand. It's okay.
Because there's an arsonist in this movie who is committing a lot of crimes all within the precinct area.
I mean, and that could be like they could have done that as the storyline of like, you guys aren't stopping not like, okay, it's not the firefighters' job to prevent fires. They're there to put out fires.
Yeah, they're not Smokey the bear.
Like, they're not supposed to, like, my fire sense is tingling. I think a fire's going to start, so I'll go there before it starts. Fire starts, they put it out. Fine. That's it. They don't act like you guys aren't getting there quick enough and damage is being done too quickly. They're just told, like, you're a bad firehouse. Your neighborhood's dying. Maybe it's your fault. That makes no sense. And we're going to mock you and come in here and, like, openly, like, we're going to get your computers. It's like, what is this world? I don't, like, if you were gonna do a thing where like he works for something, his dad works for something, and it's going out of business, it has to be a business.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like, oh, you're not selling any computers anymore. Like, your computer sales are down, so we're gonna put you out of business. We're gonna like close the store and get all of your inventory and give it to other stores because they're doing better than you are. Like, no, you need a fire station in a place because fires happen.
It's about vicinity. You're not about your PR. And like, now that you have a dog that's famous, you're gonna bring more people are gonna be calling you to put out their fires.
Yeah, they're gonna call you first. We want the famous dog to put out our fire. Well, you live on the other side of town.
Like, I'm gonna light shit on fire just to meet that dog.
Yeah, people are gonna be moving to this precinct just in case their house catches on fire, so they have a chance to have it put out by you guys.
Hot diggity dog, ziggity boom, what you do to me?
To hear the full episode, head over to patreon.com/PredictoCast.
Hot dog.
I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are Killer Fun. We explore the intersection of crime and entertainment every other week.
For as long as people have been communicating, they have been talking about the boundaries of society.
Crime and entertainment have always gone hand in hand.
The more salacious
or weird,
the better. From books and movies
to television shows and games,
we look at how life and art imitate and inform one another.
And we can't get together and not laugh. So let's just face it, there's going to be laughing.
Killer Fun is available basically anywhere you listen to podcasts. So join us.
Forge Audio.
Dream it.
Build it.
Share it.